Hello everyone, today let's solve the problem number 1071, greatest common divisor of strings. So what the question states here, we are given two strings, one is str1 and another one is str2 here. So we need to find the largest string x such that x can be concatenated multiple times to form both str1 and str2, right? Mainly we have to, in simple terms, x should be the common divisor of both the strings. Common divisor means it should be present and str1 and str2. Common divisor of both the strings str1 and str2 we need to find, right? So I hope the question is completely clear here. So let's come to first example here. So here str1 they have mentioned ABC, ABC. You can clearly see here, and str2 they have mentioned ABC. So greatest common divisor here would be ABC is present in the str2 and also it is present in the str1 as well. So the output here is ABC, right? So the output here is ABC. So what is example 2? So I hope the example 1 is clear. Let's see the example 2 here. In this case, str1 here we have AB, 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 right? AB thrice. Here in this case, we have AB twice. So AB is the greatest common divisor in this case, right? So both the strings str1 and str2, AB is present. So AB is the greatest common divisor we can keep here. So in str1 we have, let's come to third example. In str1 we have leet and in str2 we have code. So both strings are completely different. We don't have any common divisor at all here, right? So in this case we will return empty string. So I hope this is clear, right? Here on this case. So I hope the example that we discussed is completely clear and the question is also completely clear. What we need to do is completely clear, as well as the question is completely clear as well, along with the example that they have given. So first what we'll do, we'll discuss the approach followed by the edge cases one by one, and then finally write the code and discuss the complexities for the code that we have written. Initially, as usual, let's discuss the approach first. I'll just consider the first example that they have given in the question, so that we will understand the question clearly. First, let's go with the example 1. Let's discuss. Here, the approach that we'll be going with here is math, right? So just keep this in mind. We'll be going with the simple math, right? So I have considered the same first example that they have given in the question. So let's discuss this one step by step. So here the first step is we will check if the concatenation property holds or not. Here in this case, you can clearly see here ABC. So just give me a second here. ABC plus ABC is equivalent to the, or is equal to ABC plus ABC. Then only we will proceed. So if ABC plus ABC is equal to ABC and ABC, then only we will proceed. In this case only we will proceed. So this ensures basically both the strings are made up of the same repeating pattern. So here you can clearly see ABC plus ABC is equivalent to ABC. This one, this is equivalent to this one, and this is equivalent to this one. So this ensures both strings are made up of the same repetition pattern. So I hope this is clear. Let's hop into the step 2. So here we have to find the GCD of their lengths. Nothing but here in this case, string 1 dot length is 6. So 6 is nothing but here ABC we have, right? So the length is obviously 6 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In this case, string 2 length is, we have just ABC for str2, right? 1, 2, 3, right? So for this one this is 3, and for this one we have 6. So GCD, or the greatest common divisor of 6, 3 is 3. We know this one, right? 3. So in this case we got 3. So we have to extract the GCD substring. So we will be slicing from 0 to 3 because we have got 3 here. So we will be slicing, the indexing starts from 0. So I hope you know the slice function within the JavaScript here. So we are going with 0, 3, means from 0, 3 we have here from initial index and the ending index is 3 here. We are slicing from 0 to 3, nothing but A, within ABC we have A, B and C. So we got this one now, right? So we got this one now, ABC. So ABC is the largest common divisor of both the strings. Here you can clearly see. This we will return as output. So this we will return as output. In this case, final output that we got here is ABC, which is equivalent to the output that they have mentioned for the example 1 in the question. Same. So the this one works absolutely correct in this case, right? So here this works quite obviously in this case, quite obvious in this case, right? So I hope this is completely clear. So let's I hope the approach is completely clear. So let's discuss the edge cases step by step. So here the first edge case here is this one, completely different strings. For the condition, completely different strings. str1 we have leet and str2 we have code. So we don't have common divisor at all, right? Here in this case we will return empty string. So this is fine. Since they don't share any common divisor, the result is empty string. So the second here, second edge case I want to discuss here is same strings. Here when I say same strings, here we have str1 AA is for the str2, it contains AA as well. So output will be same here, AA within the strings. Why it is AA? Since both are same, the answer is string itself. So answer will be AA in this case. So let's move on with the third edge case here. One string is a prefix of another. So here string 1 we have AB, and we have string 2 AB. So here in this case AB is the greatest common divisor, right? So here the greatest common divisor substring is AB. So this is what we will return as output. So these three edge cases we need to keep in mind. So the first edge case was for this one, completely different strings. The second edge case was for same strings, and the third edge case was for one string is a prefix of another, right? So I hope the approach that we discussed and the edge cases we discussed is completely clear. So now let's start writing the code. So initially what we'll do, we'll check if the concatenation of str1 plus str2 is same as str2 plus str1. That's what we discussed in the approach as well. So if it is not, then we will return the empty string. If they are, means if it is same, str1 plus str2 is same as str2 plus str1, then what we will do, we will find the length of str1 and str2. First, if they are not, then we have to return the empty string, right? So for that, let's write the simple if condition here. str1 plus str2. So this one, let me write this one here. If it is not equal to here, this one, str2 plus str1 in this case. So here what we will do, we will return empty string. So this is fine. So next we have to find the length of the str1 and str2 if str1 plus str2 is same as str2 plus str1. So I'll just consider here a equals length of the str1 and b equals length of the str2. So here let me give str2 dot length. This is fine. So the next step here is after finding the length of str1 and str2, we have to compute the GCD. Means we have to calculate the GCD of lengths using the Euclidean algorithm. Let's go with the Euclidean algorithm. Simple. Here while of b. So while we have b, so this has to be true at any cost, right? So we are making use of for loop here. So let me write it here itself in the single line. So within the array, let me give a comma b. This one within the array again b comma a modulus b, right? So this is accordingly with the Euclidean algorithm we are going. So finally we have to return the substring of str1 from the index 0 to GCD length. In our case we took first example, right? So we considered first example. So we had sliced from 0 to 3 by making use of the slice function, if you remember in the approach. The same thing we will be articulating that one in the form of code, the last line, right? So here let's return str1 dot slice of, so from 0 to a. In our case for the first example it was from 0 to 3, right? So that's what we are doing here, right? We are articulating that one in the form of code. So this is fine. Let me format this one and let me hit the run button. I hope this works. Let's see. So here you can clearly see the sample test cases are getting passed. Let me hit the submit button quickly. So here you can clearly see all the test cases are getting passed. So the code works absolutely correct in this case. So let me quickly let's quickly discuss the complexities for the code that we have written. So the approach that we went with here is GCD of strings, or you can just call it as simple math accordingly with this one Euclidean algorithm, right? So it's simple math. So math you can consider. So the time complexity here would be big O of logarithmic n. Here I'll just give the time complexity here as big O of log n or logarithmic n. So why here it is big O of log n, not big O of n? Because we are making use of the GCD computation, right? So here the overall time complexity would be big O of logarithmic n rather than big O of n here. So what would be space complexity here? The overall space complexity would be big O of 1. Why it is big O of 1, not big O of n here? Because we are making use of only a few variables that requires constant space, right? So here you can clearly see this one. Yeah, that's it. So in this case, we are not making use of any extra space. So overall space complexity would be big O of 1, right? So the time complexity here would be big O of logarithmic n, and the space complexity here would be big O of 1 in this case. So I hope the solution that we have written or the code that we have written is completely clear. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys. And one more thing I had to discuss before closing the video. So this is the last video of this particular playlist. Next, from tomorrow, let's solve some problems on the SQL, MySQL, Leetcode problems itself. Let's solve some around 50 problems. So we'll be solving the MySQL problems using MySQL, right? So I hope this solution or the code that we have written is completely clear for now. For now, this is it. Thanks for watching, guys.